The first edition of the National Open University of Nigeria Distinguished Lecture Series on Open and Distance Learning was addressed by the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Commonwealth of Learning, Professor ASHA SINGH in Abuja. The lecture, which took place at the NUC Auditorium in Maitama, Abuja, had as its theme, "Can Open and Distance Learning Reach the Unreached? Lessons from the Commonwealth." The lecture series aimed to provide solutions to the challenges bedeviling access to higher education in the world, especially the developing world, and it was organized in collaboration with the Commonwealth of Learning, with a view to deriving lessons from member countries of the Commonwealth nations. The lecturer, Professor KANWAR, said the ODL has entered its fifth decade since its introduction and has had a number of developed efforts and accompanying challenges. She extensively discussed the rise of open and distance mode of learning that culminated in the emergence of open universities. The lecturer drew an analogy from different experiences of open university education in Canada and UK with the existing 5 open universities in Africa. She cited the Indian case where over 500 jail inmates at Tiha prison were able to access education and receive visits from IGNO faculty and counselors thrice a week. She called for a renewed effort to reach the unreached through a targeted approach by first putting institutional policy in place.
While open universities have a social mission and adopt a more flexible delivery mode, it is important to offer programs based on fitness for purpose with a focus on the quality of courses, effective learner support, and student achievement. Because all universities have the same purpose and the learning outcomes must be the same, so they feel that the quality assurance agency must be the same.
Earlier in his welcome address, the Vice Chancellor of the National Open University of Nigeria, Professor Abdallah Ubadamu, said the lecture series, which is going to be held annually, was born out of the need to train and refresh stakeholders in the sector. Professor Adamu said the challenge facing higher education was global, but stressed that Africans were at the receiving end of the negative impacts of the trend, making it imperative to launch the lecture initiative.
Virtually all countries are facing the triple challenges of expanding access, improving quality, and ensuring equity, especially in higher education. Underpinning this challenge is the growing and urgent need to train and continuously refresh the knowledge and skills of each ODL stakeholder in an increasingly globalized knowledge economy.
He encouraged professionals, public administrators, and other stakeholders to avail themselves of the opportunities the lecture series will provide. In Abuja, Bidemi Adeomi for Now Media.